I want to start this video off with a full game spoiler warning. If you've not completed Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I suggest that you come back to this video after you've done so. In this video, I'll be covering the current strategy for the free Glitchless category of fair game. If you want more background on this guide series, I'll have a link in the description to the first video in the series where I talk more about the structure of the series. I'll also have other useful links for mechanics and other general information in the description, as well as a link to a Pastebin with the written version of the build and the strategy that I'll be covering in this video. With that out of the way, let's get into the build. For this TA, the part that we're going to be running is Ricky, Ryan, Dunban. For the gear on Ricky, you're going to want to have the Meteor Nebula with attack stability, attack plus, and critical up, as well as 2 strength up gems, initial tension, and quick step. Pretty much we're just trying to maximize our damage here, as well as running quick steps so that we can move from each wave to wave a little bit faster. For gear on Ryan, we're going to want to be running the Atomic Driver with critical up, attack plus, and attack stability, as well as 2 strength up gems, initial tension, and quick step. The reasoning behind the gear here is pretty much the same as Ricky's, we just want to have as much damage as possible. For Dunban, his offensive gear doesn't actually matter because he's not going to be dealing any damage himself. The only gem you need on him is a quick step 6 gem. For Arts on Ricky, all you need is Tantrum, it should be max level. For Arts on Ryan, you only need Hammer Beat, which should also be max level. And for Arts on Dunban, you're going to want to have some combination of arts that makes him use Peerless at the start of battle. My go-to art combination for this is Peerless, Soaring Tempest, Gale Slash, and Steel Strike. Peerless definitely needs to be max level, and I also have the other arts at max level, though I don't think that having Steel Strike, Gale Slash, and Soaring Tempest is necessarily required to be max level. I just have them at, and I'm not sure how having them lower level would affect Dunban's AI, so I will recommend having them max level if you can. For the skills on Ricky, we're going to be running the critical hit ray up skill tree, as well as skills to just generally boost his damage. I'll scroll through those real quickly and you can copy them if you want. For Ryan, we're going to be running his Spirit skill tree to increase his strength, as well as some skills to give him quick step and increased damage. And Dunban's skill tree doesn't matter, but I have him on Enthusiasm, as well as the only skills you need being the 2 that increase quick step. With all that out of the way though, let's get into the video review section of this video. In this section of the video, I'm going to be talking through my current PB as of the time of recording this. To start with Wave 1, you're going to want to run towards the group of Flamie and use Tantrum on them. Whenever you move towards them, you're going to want to go in as straight of a line as possible. And in addition to this, you're going to want to have it so that whenever Rick uses Tantrum, he'll end up facing as close to a direction towards where Wave 2 will be as possible. That might not make the most sense, but I will go ahead and try and explain it as we watch through it here. So you can see I adjust my camera a little bit to get a better line. I don't do a very good job of it here, but you can see I'm still kind of angled in this general direction whenever I use Tantrum. And that's because if you are more angled towards where Wave 2 is going to spawn, which is over here, you'll have to turn less as you start moving towards them. So for Wave 2, essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run up to the group of Skeeters, and whenever you are close to them, you're going to want to lure them and initiate combat. Then you're going to want to focus your allies on them so that Dunban will use Peerless and Ryan will use Hammer Beat. As you hear Ryan start using Hammer Beat, you're going to want to run away from combat. And while Ryan and Dunban are using their arts, you're going to want to start moving towards where Wave 3 is going to spawn. We'll go ahead and watch this now. So target onto the middle Skeeter, move closer, and now that I'm pretty close to them, I use Lure and initiate combat. I then focus my allies on them, move away, and now that both Ryan and Dunban have initiated their arts, I run away from combat so that Ricky will start putting his weapon away quicker. Ryan kills all 3 of them with Hammer Beat, and now I'm just going to run up to Wave 3 and use Tantrum. You do need to get lucky with some critical hits here. I think at least, it's been a while since I've run this TA, but with the boost from Peerless, you should be able to one-shot the entire group of enemies in a single hit of Tantrum. So we'll go ahead and watch this now. And that's that. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up this video while I'll just let this play out. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video and found it useful or interesting if you were looking to run this TA yourself. If you have any questions or if anything is unclear, please feel free to ask me down in the comments and I will do my best to respond. With all that out of the way though, I do hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. See ya.